The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's going to be a good day, man. And here to help us get our day started is the senior pastor of the Tab Church in Baltimore, Maryland, Bishop Jason Nelson. Good morning, Bishop.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. How y'all doing today? I'm Bishop Jason Nelson. I'm the pastor of the Tab in Baltimore, Maryland, and today is our morning prayer. Let's go before the Lord in prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you. It is you who made us and not ourselves. We thank you. You are so good to us. Your mercy is everlasting. Your truth endures to all generations. And we give you praise, glory, and honor for it. Father, we come before you today just simply to tell you thank you. Not because life is great in every regard, but we still want to say thank you. We still have some bills, but we want to tell you thank you. We still have some trouble, but we want to tell you thank you. You told us in your word, Father, that even when we're overwhelmed, we can run to you, for you are the rock that is higher than us. So, Father, we thank you that you've given us refuge. We thank you that you've given us the ability to come out of whatever it is that we're going through. Father, today I pray for that person who feels like they're in the midst of a struggle. I pray now in the name of Jesus that you would let your hand be seen on their lives. Father, I pray that they would receive that phone call, that email, that text message, that would be a gentle reminder that your love for them is never failing. Father, we thank you now in the name of Jesus that this is a day of victory, that as we start this day, we proclaim victory, we proclaim your joy, we proclaim your peace, we proclaim your love over all that are under the sound of my voice. We give you praise, we thank you, and we believe that today is an amazing day because you gave it to us. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen and amen. Listen, I'm Pastor Jason Nelson. If you're in the DMV area, in the Baltimore area, make sure you look up our church. We're here at the Tab. Rickey, I love you, man. Y'all have a great day.
That was Jason Nelson, the senior pastor of the Tab Church in Baltimore, Maryland. It's time for the praise break on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the front page right here.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after the hour, y'all front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. It's Thursday, June 18th. Here's what's going on in the news. A Haitian asylum seeker's death after being released from ICE custody is now being ruled a homicide by the medical examiner. Now, 31-year-old Daffy Michelle was found unresponsive at a Pittsburgh bus shelter days after she was released from federal custody with an ankle monitor. Officials say she died from hypothermia, but her family says the real question is why a woman with mental health challenges and a language barrier was left alone in a city she barely knew. DHS denies ICE was responsible, but a lawsuit may be coming. And a Georgia man is facing charges after what relatives say was a terrifying attack. The man yelled the N-word, left, then came back wearing body armor and carrying an AR-15 style rifle. It was a family reunion. Witnesses say children and elderly relatives were outside when shots were fired. The suspect, Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer, was injured, arrested, charged with aggravated assault, and later released on a $5,000 bond. Now, the family believes it was racially motivated and wants tougher charges. Meanwhile, President Trump says his new memorandum of understanding with Iran is now signed and in effect. Now, the deal reportedly includes reopening the Strait of Hormuz, easing some financial restrictions, and setting expectations for nuclear talks. The critics are still asking the big question: what exactly did Iran give up on its nuclear program? If you missed any part of the show, make sure you check it out on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boxing great Floyd Mayweather Jr. is in deep trouble, facing felony theft and intent to fraud charges after allegedly buying a $200,000 watch with a bad check. He's facing prison time if found guilty. Listen, man, the word is that he allegedly knew that the check was bad and there was not enough money in the bank account, but he went ahead and said, hey, just trust me, guys. Everything's going to be okay. If you got that much money, man, just pay cash for it. Just pay cash for that right there.
He had that much money
James,
in his pocket.
In one pocket, bro.
Yeah.
In one pocket. LeBron James, man. Shout out to LeBron and the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers NBA championship team reunited for European vacation trip to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of their iconic NBA title. But Kyrie Irving was no show. He didn't show up, man. Former NBA player and teammate J.R. Smith said that someone ghosted us. And many people on the internet are saying, man, it must be talking about Kyrie Irving. But we don't know, man. Everybody have their own personal situation that's going on. Maybe he just couldn't make that trip. But congratulations, man. It doesn't seem like it's been 10 years since that title from the Cleveland Cavaliers. World Cup update for you, man. USA is 1-0 after beating Paraguay. Next match will be Australia this Friday. Argentina's Lionel Messi, one of the greatest in the country, one of the greatest of all time, made history by tying record for men's World Cup goals at 16 totaling after scoring a hat trick against Algeria. If y'all don't know what a hat trick is, that's when you score 3 goals in one game. Messi is the GOAT of soccer. It is what it is. That's my quick sports report right there. What you got coming up next? Bring it, Tat.
Man, we heard about Sierra's prayer, but we got to hear about Russell's prayer next. And I got the details up next in the Hot Spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Hot Spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot.
And that's hot. You can catch me at the Hot Spot. It's the BR18.
Already, Rick's on the Morning Show 29 before the top of the hour. Time for the Hot Spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get on off into it. Well, y'all, Russell Wilson and Sierra were recently on Keke Palmer's podcast, and Russell spoke about the prayers and moments that led him to his wife, Sierra. And here's what he had to say.
I knew exactly when I met her. She was the one. A couple things had happened. One, I had actually told somebody I knew before. I was like, somebody asked me, who do you see yourself with? And I was like, Sierra. Fast forward, what happens is I go to church one day on a Sunday. I said, I need to write my 5 non-negotiables. What I want a woman. Number one is I want a woman of faith. I want a woman who's independent. I wanted somebody that was also someone who was similar to my mom. And then I wanted somebody that would tilt the room. When they walk in the room, that the whole room changed. So those 5 things I wrote down, prayed over. We prayed over that night. And 3 days later, I meet Steve for the first time. And it was just a bond right from the beginning. I think life is a journey. And I think it's all a formulation of the imperfect ingredients of what God desires for you.
Oh, he manifested her.
Wow. Come on.
They manifested each other.
Wow.
You think?
I love that. Yes, we think.
I wonder how that
what happened to all them
white
papers I
to his feel.
took to the altar? I took so many papers to the altar.
What?
So many papers?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what I'm trying to manifest.
Oh, okay.
Didn't work out for you, dog.
Nope.
No, poor thing.
Find out what church you went. I think I had the wrong pastor.
Wrong pastor.
Exactly.
Well, y'all, moving on. It looks like the next versus battle could be some early 2000s nostalgia. B2K and Pretty Ricky are reportedly set to face off in a versus battle next week. An official announcement has not been made yet by Versus, but the buzz started after members of B2K shared a post on social media talking about who should battle next. So the Versus later reposted the exchange, and leading fans believing to the matchup that was going to happen, and it's already in the works. Apple Music added fuel to the fire by releasing a playlist promoting the battle, calling it a showdown for the You Got Served generation, with both groups bringing 20 of their biggest hits to the stage. Even Bow Wow jumped in the chat to say he'll help facilitate the battle. He joked on social media saying that he's the Dana White of the Versus matchup. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hotspot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. And if you miss any of the show, you can check it out on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. And you can catch me on my social media at SoSoBrat. Coming up next, y'all, we got Special K with the news you absolutely, positively cannot use. And that's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rick's Smiley Morning Show 10 before the top of the hour. Y'all, Special K got news you positively, absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Hey, what up, Rick? I'm starting to feel some kind of way about the intro. I don't be lying, first of all. Let's get that straight.
Right.
Let's get into it. I don't be lying. I just be wrong a lot of times. It's Father's Day weekend coming up, and shout out to all the fathers out there, and shout out to all the men that are looking to be fathers but aren't quite there yet. I got some advice for you. These are some chicks that you do not want to become their baby daddy. All right? Now, listen up. Listen closely. This for all the ghetto dudes out there, 40,000 and under. Now, if she got a piece of cardboard on her car that says tag applied for the whole 5 months that y'all been dating,
My God.
Don't get her pregnant. She make irresponsible life choices. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it. If she had to bust out with a 1-year-old in a fold-up stroller, and she holding the hand of a 4-year-old, and she got a 7-month-old in her arms, and she's 8 months pregnant with an ankle monitor on, do not get her pregnant. Brock T, if she let her toddler eat Flaming Hot Cheetos or Takis for breakfast, do not get her pregnant. If she pull off her wig and her real hair stinks.
Well, damn.
Hey, Brat, is that a product that Kaleidoscope sells?
It absolutely is. It's called Functified Braiding Scalp Spray, and it has peppermint and ginger in it.
All right.
So if you got a stanky scalp, get you some Kaleidoscope by the Brat.
All right. Shout out to that. Now, if her current baby daddy is in prison, you can date her and you can get her pregnant, but he can't have a release date anytime before 2055.
Yes, sir.
If he get out anytime before 2055,
man,
do not get her pregnant. If her own mama don't like her, that's always a red flag. Any woman that her own mama don't like her, do not get her pregnant.
Right.
If she got 5 or more kids with different dudes, don't be number 6. Don't be number 6.
Don't.
Because you signed up to be related to at least between 11 to 18 new people.
Yeah.
That's all them baby daddies, they brothers, they mamas. You got a lot of new people in your life at that point. And finally, if she got 4 or more kids with the same guy, that means she got that CPO.
Yeah.
The first word is can't, the last word is out, the middle word rhymes with bull.
Man. Yeah, them the ones.
Think about it.
Yeah, you got to keep it moving.
Follow me on Special K913 at Instagram.
Leave them text messages on red. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You don't want that.
That's good
toxic.
right there.
That's poison.
That's good.
It's that
right
good
there.
poison, but it's poison.
Yes, sir.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Tired of eating that barbecue from up the street? Where they give you more sauce than they give you meat? Well, bring your big ass down to Bruh's Barbecue, 15837 South Crenshaw Boulevard. That's right off Manchester. Bruh's Barbecue tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Don't it, Willie?
Yeah, boy. Hey, mama.
What the hell you want, Willie? Ain't but one location, so it's me and you.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, no.
You know that the rest of the movie, she's sitting over there with that black eye.
Yes, sir.
Gary.
Coming up next, y'all, the Prayer Warriors are being solicited, y'all, for Laverne Cox. We're going to talk about Miss Cox next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the cologne of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The Prayer Warriors are definitely being solicited, y'all, for one of America's beautiful, talented stars, honey, Miss Laverne Cox. Now, it's being reported out that Laverne Cox says, y'all, that her pockets are suffering in this second term under President Donald Trump. Now, in a recent interview, honey, the Emmy-winning Orange is the New Black star said that she has lost so much money, Ricky, as brands and colleges pull back from diversity, equity, and inclusion work. She said, quote, I've lost so much money because of this administration this past year, Ms. Cox said. She said, I managed to stay busy with acting and branding work as well as engagement, but I never thought that college speaking gigs would just dry up, she said. She claimed, y'all, that she now survives, y'all, on her savings and her retirement money. And it's a sad situation. She said, quote, that, you know, she was definitely, you know, working extremely hard, you know, doing what this girl had to do and stuff, honey. And now that this new thing that President Obama then kicked in, honey, it's like, you know, this diversity thing, honey.
I think you mean Trump.
Oh, Trump, I'm sorry. She said that I've lost so much money because of this administration this past year. She said, I managed to stay busy, honey, with acting and brand work as well as speaking engagement. She said, but she said that she now survives, y'all, on her savings and her retirement money. And, you know, usually when you get your retirement money, don't they penalize you?
Well, if you take it and you're underage, under 62.
Yeah, I don't think she's 62. She said, I was working really hard, honey, to get out of a financial hole. She said, but then, honey, I was also working hard, honey, to try to lift up my community. She said that she had no savings or retirement and was still paying student loan debt when the road changed her, honey, at the age of 40. This administration, she said, is very punitive with anything that suggests DEI or gender ideology, and corporations, honey, have been very scared. She said the blessing is that I finally have the privilege to have a retirement fund to dip into. She also added, y'all, but she said you really don't want to do that. She didn't want to dip into her retirement. Isn't that sad? That's like discrimination.
Really is.
I mean, Miss RuPaul still work and stuff, so why can't Laverne?
But I think a lot of actors go through that. When you're not working, you're not. I mean, it's not like a 9 to 5, so you're only paid when you're working on a project. You know?
It's nothing new to black actors.
Yeah, sure not. Well, but she was married or dating a white Trumper at one point.
Oh.
So she talked about that on TV the other day. So I don't know, but we just gotta keep her lifted up in prayer, and hopefully that girl can do something. I mean, I don't know, but anyway, we're gonna keep her lifted in prayer, honey. All right, moving on. While we lifted in prayer, continue to pray, y'all, for Jayla Rose, ex-wife to be Miss Bunny XO. They filed for divorce, honey. You know what? She letting the world know. She said, honey, yes, girl. She said, honey, I used to make $100,000 a night. She said, I was a sex worker in Vegas. She was doing sex work. Now, they're saying, y'all, that she told the people that, hey, that she helped him before he was a star. Because she said he had no money. Before he became a big country star, honey, and his real name is Jason DeFord, and her real name is Alyssa DeFord.
You said Jalen Rose or Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll.
Okay. I'm
yeah.
like, what?
And she said, honey, that she helped him out and stuff. She said, but they didn't have this stereotypical love story. She said that she never wanted a stereotypical love story. But she spoke with Juju Chang, honey, in an interview the other day, and she said, honey, before, honey, meeting.
Spoke with who?
Juju Chang. Y'all know the reporter.
Oh.
Juju Chang, Google her, honey. She's on Nightline.
Okay.
Now, she said before meeting Jelly Roll, honey, she said, she was definitely an escort. And she said, and even after they got involved, she said, honey, she didn't give up sex work right away. She said, in fact, honey, I was the breadwinner, honey. She said, I fell in love with my husband because he treated me like no other man had. He never used my job against me, and he never shamed me or anything. She said he just loved her, honey, but now he's divorcing her. But anyway, but she said, growing up in Las Vegas, she said, you didn't grow up, honey, wanting to be no damn doctor or lawyer or the Indian chief, honey. She said, honey, she wanted to be a showgirl. And she said, and when you can't make it being a showgirl, what happens? She said, you end up becoming a stripper, honey. But nevertheless, I thought that was a good story. I wonder how many men of African descent.
$100,000 a night for some of that.
Yes, sir, honey.
Come
she said
on.
she didn't want to be no stripper. She said she wanted to be a sex worker. And she said, this is what she said. Quote, she said, you get men, honey, that would come in the club and say, oh, I'll give you X amount of dollars, honey, for 20 minutes. She said the money that she could earn from escorting was far more than what she could have took home as a stripper. She said it wasn't usually for her to make more than, honey, $100,000 a night.
Yeah, I need to see the receipts
That's
on that.
Vegas, though?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It's
the high
legal.
rollers in Vegas, and it's legal.
But are we really calling it an escort?
They coming to spend money.
a night?
Yeah, pretty much it's prostitution.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and them men be coming in there spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gambling. So
but
they
I'm
might
talking
as
about
well
for
put
the-
$100,000 aside for some.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're talking about men with money, not broke men, but she's talking about men with money. So, and that's good. I mean, so she helped Jelly Roll, but if I was her, I'd make sure, honey, he would pay me after all what she went through and took care of him, honey. We ain't had nothing. Now he got money. Now he just throwing it away and stuff. But she could always go back to her.
Is it him that's wanting a divorce, or
Yep,
is it her?
him.
Oh.
He wants a divorce. He's filing for divorce. So let's pray, honey, for
See, now that he got some money, he probably done ran into some people that smashed.
yeah.
And he like, nah,
right?
this is uncomfortable. I'm seeing all these. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But he married a sex worker, so
Yeah.
he know that was part of the deal anyway, which is crazy.
But
Can
he
you
wasn't in the right
imagine?
tax bracket to see none of them people. Now
Exactly.
he
But you
is.
see them or
Exactly.
not, but you knew they was there.
Well,
That would be
but
enough
when you
for me.
see them, it's a different thing, though, honey. Looking at them, honey, and knowing about it is two different things. I could know that you're a sex worker, but not just know it. But now when I see you in my face, and I know you didn't engage with my wife,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Agreed.
So let's keep her lifting. Pope Bunny, honey, I feel so bad.
Oh, bunny.
I got better things to pray for.
Pope Bunny, baby. Pope Bunny.
All right, now that said it did. Y'all know what time it is. Yes, sha-la-la. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Hacienda. On the high end, you say Hacienda, and on the low end, you say beautiful light mauve. That's a beautiful color.
Oh, that's nice. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. All right, I got your wake-up calls. Y'all get them in there. The phone lines are wide open. 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Hit me up. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. All right, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake-up calls. Y'all get them in 8669 RICKEY. Here we go.
Here we go. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. You up this long, this late, doing your house shoes, so we be better. Be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. That's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on, tell us and just wake up.
Good morning. This is Mia Mims from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I want to give a shout-out to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show for waking me up and making a joyful day for me today. I love y'all.
Good morning. This is Brandon, a.k.a. Brand, the garbage man. Hey, just want to let y'all know to wake up. Hey, Miss Janie, where you at, Miss Janie? Love you, Ricky. Love you, Brat.
Love you, Big
Gary.
Love you.
Gary.
My name is Mary. I'm calling from Indiana, and my wake-up call is for Ricky. Ricky, you already know he ain't coming to work. Can I get his job?
Say Gainesville, wake up. Wake up. Meridian, wake up. Wake up. Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. That's Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brent.
You're welcome, Ricky.
All right, y'all. If y'all miss any part of the show, make sure y'all check out the Ricky Smiley Morning Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. So coming up, y'all, Jeff Johnson has 3 things you need to know. You don't want to miss that. Up next, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Already, Ricky Smiley Morning Show is about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Man, what's up, Rick? Good morning, everybody. Good to be with y'all. So listen, it is Father's Day weekend, and before we get started, I got to acknowledge something that still doesn't get said enough, in my opinion. Despite all the stereotypes we've heard for generations, black fathers are among the most active and engaged fathers in America. Every day, millions of brothers are showing up, providing, protecting, teaching, coaching, encouraging, and loving their babies. One of my favorite parts of the day is when I drop my babies off at school and I see all the dads that are dropping off and picking up.
Sir.
So this Father's Day, we want to give people an opportunity to tell why they loved and appreciate their fathers. Man, Rick, there were so many, I can't even read a fraction of all of the ones I got. But Glentavious Brown, he said, my dad, Glenn Brown, is the best because he never left me. I'm 41 years old, and he's still very involved in my life. Kathy Carter Sly said, I would love to acknowledge my dad, Reverend Joseph Cleveland Carter. My mother passed when I was born and left my dad with a newborn and 3 other small children. He stayed with us and always has been there with us. We had an awesome dad. Terry Lynn Harrison said, John Glaze is my bonus dad of 54 years. Although he had no biological children of his own, he has always introduced me as his daughter. I love him so much. Joshua Brown, I love my dad, Timothy Brown Sr., because he provided for me and my brother beyond what he had to do. He's shown me what love is supposed to look like by the way he loves my mama. He's not a man of many words, but I know through his actions and sacrifices he loves us. Rita Casey said, Lacey K. Robbins of Akron, Ohio, is the father of the neighborhood. Many youth didn't have their father, but he stood up and showed up for all the kids in the neighborhood. And last but not least, I'd like my dad to be shouted out because he's one of the most thoughtful and understanding people I know. Yaya, honoring Aaron Johnson. Thank you to everybody that sent those in. I wish we could have read all of them. As I listen to these messages, Rick, I'm reminded that fatherhood is always bigger than biology. It's about presence. It's about sacrifice. It's about consistency. It's love in action. And today I want to honor some of the men who helped shape my life. My Uncle Robert, Reverend James Thomas, the late Tommy Dortch, men who stepped in as surrogate father roles and showed me what wisdom, accountability, leadership, and love looked like. And also big up to the best pop-pop in the world, the pop-pop to my babies, John Drakeford. I want to lift the names of my grandfathers, Johnny B. Johnson Sr. and Raymond Powell. Rick, I never really knew either one of them. One passed before I was born, and the other one I was still young. But the ancestral wisdom I get from their memory guides me, and their legacy still lives in our family. And lastly, my dad. He had 4th stage cancer for 7 years while he was going legally blind. And I learned what living was by watching him not succumb to either of those things. I miss his physical presence, but the legacy of the love he gave me every day is woven into everything I am. And he is the reason I am able to give the love I give to my babies, Madison, Miles, Malcolm, Baldwin, and Garvey. And so every day I get to experience the greatest gift in the world, which is being called daddy. So happy Father's Day to you, Rick, to Special K, to Rock T, to my man Dave, every father, grandfather, uncle, mentor, coach, godfather, Negro that just shows up because ain't nobody else there.
Right.
Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for standing tall. Thank you for loving us and giving us everything you have and everything you didn't. Happy Father's Day.
Man, that's really emotional.
Beautiful.
I'm sitting up here trying not to cry.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Man, you got my soul tore up.
That's so.
Because fathers just don't get recognition, and then we don't do it for recognition because we don't care about being recognized. But man, that thing that was personal. It was real personal.
Man, listen, Rick. You know I've learned so much watching you be a daddy. So man, and a granddaddy, man. You show all of us every day. But listen, Special K, man, you and I have talked about it, Rock T, you and I have talked about it, Dave, you and I talk about it before I come on the show, man. Being a dad is one of the greatest things that any of us have ever had.
Yes, sir.
The greatest.
And we fail at it every day and thrive at it every day and show up every day trying to do it again.
Absolutely.
Man, thank you for that, Jeff.
Absolutely, man. Love y'all.
You, man. Love you, man. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Already, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Chicken and Waffle Mix going down with y'all lying on the one and two. Hey, man, happy Father's Day weekend. All the dads out there, all you great, wonderful, awesome, hard-working, washing clothes, making lunches, doing hair, getting the clothes together. All you great dads out there, man, I just want to say thank you, man. And all of the ones that's being a dad to the ones that don't have a dad, we appreciate you, too. We especially appreciate you, all the good men out there that's trying to see about somebody who don't have a dad, man. God bless y'all, man. And I'm telling you, man, I just hope God pour many blessings on your life. What up, John?
Yeah, man, I'm big up to you, man, because you be working like 7 days a week. You be, taking care of kids. You be catching flights, doing all kind of stuff, man. So I don't even know how you manage your schedule. So definitely big up to you, man.
Man, thank you, John. Hey, I have fun doing it, man. Ain't nothing like seeing the smile on kids' faces. Nothing like it. Nothing.
Yeah, man.
Nothing like
Keep you young, man. Keep you young.
Yes, sir. Black Tony, happy Father's Day, man.
Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it.
What's wrong, man?
I'm really emotional right now. I've been listening to Jeff Johnson talking about fathers and all of that. So it just got me feeling in my feelings, son.
I'm talking about Jeff Johnson said when Jeff Johnson came on to talk about all the fathers.
Yeah, I was already finna tell you something about what happened, but then I was kind of tell you I can't come to work today, son.
What happened, man?
My real daddy, he always say he gonna show up and he don't never come.
Oh,
he don't never come, but guess what?
What?
It's all good though.
Yeah.
My stepdaddy say he gonna come get me today.
But I told you in your 30s though.
And he gonna take me to get some Air Force Ones and a new polo outfit, and we going to the barbershop. But look,
but you're in your 30s.
And that would make it weird though, cause he went to high school with me. My mama like, young dude. He like 2 years older than me.
Wait a minute,
it's kind of weird, but
the same high school.
Really weird.
Yeah.
So you and your dad went to, so what grade your dad was in when you was in the ninth?
11.
Oh, man.
He played football though.
So did he recognize you at school? Did y'all have lunch on the same period?
Yeah, he remember me. We weren't friends or nothing, but he remember me though. He said he remember me. I was in the class with his sister. That's my auntie now.
So what high school you and your dad graduated from?
Oh, I don't want to put that out though, cause then folk I don't want to put his business in the street.
What position your dad played in football?
Linebacker. And he did kick our return too. He was fast. But look,
yeah.
He said we're going to the barbershop. He gonna take me to the DTLR and get me a polo outfit or some Air Force One.
So was your dad some grades behind? If y'all went out?
Nah, he 2 years older than me. He 34. I'm 32. But we gonna hang out.
Oh no, your math might be wrong.
Because he said my real daddy wasn't around, and he stepped up to the plate. So I want to shout out Deron Harris.
Oh, so Ron ain't your real daddy?
No, he ain't my real daddy. He my stepdaddy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That would be weird if my real daddy was 2 years older than me, or ugly head, but you think my mama a freak?
Well,
I mean, your mama young.
If she dates somebody that went to high school with you, how did she meet him and y'all went to high school together?
I get when she used to come pick me up.
So, hey, man. Hey, Brat's on there.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
7 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the Kahlua of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The Wayans family is jumping for joy, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that Marlon Wayans' ex-girlfriend, y'all, Miss Brittany Marlon, dropped, y'all, a child custody case that she filed against him over their daughter, little Miss Axel July Ivory Wayans. Now, according to court documents, they're saying, I'm telling you about the TMZ, Brittany, y'all, filed papers, honey, to dismiss the child custody case. Now, in her original court filing back in March of 2024, Brittany asked y'all for primary custody of little Miss Axel. Now, she also demanded $22,000 a month in child support, but Marlon pushed back, y'all, and asked for joint custody of Axel. Now, they're saying, y'all, the Scary Movie 6-star said that he voluntarily already paid Brittany, honey, $18,000 a month, honey, for their now 3-year-old girl. Now, in an interview recently, y'all, Marlon called Brittany entitled and said Axel is not a secret. He called out women like Brittany, honey, who use a child, y'all, for a paycheck. He said, quote, all these women, honey, having to drag me in the court who pay nothing towards their children. And here, a woman gets a doctor's salary and says that it's not enough. He said, I've had 2 children before this. I've never had this problem. I'm a good man with a good heart and strong sense of responsibility, but I refuse to be used and discredited. Now,
absolutely.
They said the father of 3 continue, all love, all God. He said, this baby isn't a secret. The mama has been posted. He said, I choose to keep the baby's private life private. Ain't nobody's business. Social media is toxic and dangerous, and I like to keep her peace, unquote.
There you go.
Yeah. But I mean, he was already giving $18,000, 22 ain't that much of a difference. I'm like,
you said 18,000 or 1,800?
No, 18,000 a month. And she wanted 22,000
a month.
I mean, that's not
insane.
much. You know, but when them Hollywood babies, though, Rick, you know, you got to pay for those Hollywood babies. So, but nevertheless, honey, she dropped the charge. So congratulations. They probably came on one accord and decided, you know, we love each other and we love little Axel July month Wayans, because she had a lot of names. So congratulations, honey, to them, honey, and little Axel. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Real Housewives of Atlanta newbie Pinky Coles, y'all. They say, baby, her financial collapse reaches final judgment. They say she's losing, allegedly, the mansion. She's surrendering the investment properties and valuing her entire empire at zero, y'all. Now, there's, according to MTL, y'all, they said they've been digging, honey, through the ultra-fresh classified federal court records, and they have the highly exclusive, jaw-dropping final receipts, y'all, on how the Chapter 11 bankruptcy process is officially drawing to a close for the ultimate plant-based, y'all, fast food mogul, Miss Pinky Asia Cole Hayes. Now, they say while the slutty vegan founder has been trying to put on a brave, highly optimistic face during her current debut season on Bravo, even going, y'all, on press tours, honey, boldly claiming that bankruptcy is simply a business tool to get back to base. They're saying that the actual legal documents tell a completely different story. Now, they're saying that the corporate shielding is officially over. Now, the courts have finalized the restructuring layout, and they say it turns out that Pinky and her husband, Derek Hayes, are walking away from this corporate wreck completely stripped of their ultra-luxury real estate portfolio and staring at a valuation that will leave you absolutely speechless, honey. Now, it's going on and on about this, but nevertheless, honey, they're saying, you know, that Pinky has officially voluntarily, y'all, forfeited her beautiful multi-million-dollar mansion. They're saying real estate insiders whispered that the spectacular luxury property was massively underwater with the mortgage, meaning, y'all, that she owes significantly more on the note than the house was actually worth in the current market. Like I said, instead of fighting a losing financial battle to keep the lights on, they say Pinky chose to wash her hands, honey, of the massive liability and hand the keys directly, y'all, back to the bank. They say, but the real estate bleeding, honey, didn't stop at her primary front door. They say true pop culture sleuths will remember, y'all, back in March, y'all, when Pinky fiercely, y'all, ran into an emergency federal courtroom at least, to block an aggressive creditor, Guardian Asset Management, who had locked her out and unlawfully seized her 2,800 square foot investment property back in Loganville, Georgia. Now, while the judge initially ruled in Pinky's favor due to an automatic bankruptcy stay, now, y'all, that the final ink is drawing on the bankruptcy layout, they're saying Pinky has officially agreed to surrender that Loganville rental property alongside every single one of her other investment properties across the state of Georgia to satisfy her mounting $4 million deal. Now, they say if you thought that losing the real estate portfolio was bad, they say, honey, grab your magnifying glass, honey, because the absolute biggest bombshell is right, honey, in the business asset disclosure files. Now, during that Chapter 11 restructuring, they're saying the debtor is legally forced, y'all, under strict penalty of perjury to list the exact true-to-life current market valuation of all various active corporations, LLCs, trusts, and brand assets. Now, they say Pinky and her elite legal team had an absolute federal responsibility to tell the truth, unvarnished truth to the court, and they're saying that the final entered number has the entire Atlanta business, y'all, community dropping their jaws. Now, they say Pinky Cole officially valued her entire collection of companies at exactly $0, honey. And it just goes on and on and on. Now, they're saying, you know, that the slutty vegan brand, honey, was sitting on a peak corporate valuation of a staggering $100 million. They say, but between a massive $1.2 million COVID-era SBA, honey, loan default, nearly $200,000 in back taxes owed to the state of Georgia, unpaid suppliers invoices, and her former bar vegan CFO recently, you know, getting hit with a massive criminal indictment for forgery and money laundering. Now, they're saying the entire, at least the empire, has officially hit absolute rock bottom on paper, honey. And they said, but this is the deal, Rickey. They say, honey, people are getting very messy. They're saying, that makes the time in legal disclosure so spectacularly messy is that the highly anticipated Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17 reunion is officially filming this week. So they say, honey, these girls for the go for blood, honey, and just bring all her business, each other's business, honey, on the forefront. They say, because they say, baby,
Jesus, that's a lot.
That's a lot. They say these ladies are currently getting zipped into their custom high fashion gowns, stepping in front of Miss Andy Cohen and preparing to tear each other's personal lives to absolute shreds.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Lord, my nerves is bad.
Yours bad. I'm like, God.
You read so much stuff about Pinky. I had to stop listening. It's too much. I got lost, confused. I wanted to start playing some songs. Like, it's just too much. Let's just keep everybody in prayer. Okay? Jesus.
Nationwide is on your side.
And now that that's anything, y'all know what time it is. Oh, Lord Jesus. And we love Pinky, honey. I don't believe none of this, y'all, honey. I just think that, honey, you know, they just making this up, honey, to make her look bad.
Read it.
Yes, Lord. And, honey, I can't wait to get me another slutty vegan sandwich. Yes, Lord.
And I think she opened a new one.
My God.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations to Pinky.
Honey, I'm going to give me a slutty vegan today.
Me too.
All right, the color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Hacienda. On the high end, you say Hacienda, and on the low end, you say beautiful light mauve, y'all. That's your color for today.
Light mauve. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Father's Day week, and today we're going to be showing love to all the dads out there. Y'all hit us up and tell us something that you learned from your dad or a father figure that sticks with you till this day. Still to this day. Y'all hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What? Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all. Father's Day is this weekend, and every day is Father's Day. Shoot, as far as I'm concerned. Listen, man, and social media is going to be filled with tributes, family photos, cookouts, heartfelt messages, celebrating dads, stepdads, grandfathers, and father figures. But as people share the stories about men who helped raise them, one question kept popping up. What's something that your dad taught you that sticks with you to this day?
Right, Ricky. Maybe your dad always said, money don't grow on trees, and everybody's dad must have said that. Or turn off those lights, close that refrigerator door. Or maybe he had a life lesson that didn't make sense until you became an adult.
So this morning we want to hear from you. What is a saying, habit, or lesson that you learned from your dad that stuck with you for life? And, if your dad wasn't around, tell us about the father figure who stepped up and made a difference. Hit us up at 866-9RICKEY. Shout out to my granddad, man. He was like, y'all go ahead. I'm good.
Ricky, I get it, because it's so hard for you to even talk about him because he meant that much, the legacy that he left you. And it's hard for me too. So I hope we both don't wind up crying. But my dad used to always, and this is a silly one because I know you're upset. So I'm going to give you a funny one. My dad used to say, and I didn't realize I was 30 years old. We never had cats that lived in the house. Our cats were outside cats. And he would say, girl, I'm busier than a cat kicking up ish. And I was like, what? And when I was 30, I finally got a cat with a kitty litter pan. And I was like, oh my gosh, they are so busy kicking it up.
Yeah,
I finally got it, but he was gone by that time. And I was like, oh my gosh, so silly.
Yeah, I have so many members of my grandfather, Ernest Smiley, man, and my Uncle Bruce, who was real father figures. They both passed away. And my grandfather in Cleveland, Alan Bush, who was so awesome, taking me to Lake Erie to go fishing, and everything that we did in Cleveland. My Uncle Thomas Smiley that lived in Cleveland, my Uncle Thomas Smiley would come pick me up from Birmingham and drive me in a Cadillac all the way to Cleveland. And I would spend some weeks with him, and then he would take me over to my grandfather's house where I would spend a week with him. And, and Helen Bush was my big mama. So I just had some of the best grandparents and great uncles and great aunt ever. And so it has a whole lot to do with my, who I am as a man, how I father my kid. My Uncle Herbert introduced me to boating and flying planes. He was always interested in that, and all of the soft rock music that I listened to, that came from my Uncle Herbert. That's my mama's older brother, who was definitely a father figure. He was actually my dad's best friend. That's how my dad met my mom, through my Uncle Herbert. And, his name is Herbert Allen Armour. And I just really miss all of them, especially Uncle Bruce. And this music playing in the background, I used to play it all the time with Brandon. Every time Brandon and I used to play this Will Smith song, just the two of us, all the time when I would pick him up, on weekends and stuff. And that was just like our little thing. So Father's Day was a big deal in my house, and it's still a big deal, and we're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm about to go to Publix and get some stuff, make gumbo.
Let me just note that you are a great father, Ricky.
Oh, my
God.
I'm trying.
You are
Such
an amazing dad, for real.
And it really takes a special dad to be a girl dad. I grew up with three
Yes.
sisters.
Man.
Girl
Yes.
dads are something else.
Watching you dance with them
my
and do
gosh.
videos and comb their hair and have them in, taekwondo and tennis and just all these things. Like, it's just amazing to see, because I don't know how you have time for all that. And it's like 7 of them. It's just like a whole lot.
A whole bunch
and you
of
get
them,
up and you cook. They eat gourmet. They don't know nothing about fast food. Like, they eat healthy. Like, you're a great dad.
You're
you
a
really
great
are.
dad. They
That's
know
right.
good music. Like,
Yes,
come on, man.
good
They be singing
music.
those
They be on the boat, baby.
Yeah. I get excited about my visitation with my granddaughter Storm. That's Brandon's daughter. Storm, at the time that we get to spend together, those are the most some of the most important days of my life is getting her. And just the grandchildren, Grayson and Denver, they just all daddy's girl. And one of my twins was about to cry because I couldn't think of nothing that I wanted for Father's Day. She was like, well, tell me. I was like, well, I just want to be with you. I was like, I don't want anything. And I said, you can draw me something. We'll go to Walmart and get you a poster and some markers because she loves to draw. But one of them was like emotionally, because I couldn't think of anything to, that they, to tell them to get me for Father's Day. I just want to be with you. That's all. I just want to spend the day with you, and we just have a good time. And,
that's so sweet.
Shout
that's
out
so
all the
sweet.
dads. Yeah.
You know that lump in your throat? That's just love.
Yeah.
It helps to be a good father when you have great kids. And,
it does.
My kids, my 3 daughters, 2 sons, they make sure that Father's Day is a huge day. It's just as big as Mother's Day. And they do a lot. They make video. I mean, they try to break me down every year, and it always works. And even though they're all grown now, and
man. You have great kids.
Yeah, again, they don't have to give me anything, and I tell them every year, don't give me anything, and they always violate that and give me something anyway. Especially now that they all working and they got money and stuff. But I'm like, I don't need nothing. I'm like, Rick, I just want to see y'all. I just want y'all just come around. Just let's hang out.
Yeah, shout out to my nephews, TJ. Shout out to my nephew, TJ. He the bros. His dad was my best friend that passed away, was murdered some years ago. And he got married, and he just probably about 5 days ago became the father of identical twin boys. So shout out to TJ.
Congratulations.
TJ Harris. Yeah, so we absolutely love you. All right, let's go to the phones. 866-9-RICKEY. Good morning.
My name is Kelly, and I'm calling from Virginia. My dad was a master mechanic, and he he showed me how to change a tire. I didn't care for, working on cars because I'm a female. But that's one thing I know that he showed me, how to change a car tire. And to this day, when it comes into play and I need to do it, or I see somebody on the side of the road like that don't know, I'll stop and I'll be like, let me help you. I know how to do it.
My name is Harvey. I'm here in Tampa. And I like to say that I'm 73 and I still celebrate my dad who's gone home. But what I learned from him, he was a dad for the community. And there was no stepdads. There was dads who stepped in. That's what I learned.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Tasha B. I'm calling out of Tampa Bay, Florida. My father, the late, great James L. Stowe, always said, it doesn't matter where you've been, it's where you're going and how you plan to get there. And that has stuck with me my entire life.
Yes, my name is Linda. I'm calling from Florida. And one thing I learned from my dad is to always have your own car, always have your own transportation. Because if you go to a place where you don't like the environment, you can always leave.
Yeah. Shout out to one of my father figures, Reverend John King, the senior pastor of Trinity Baptist Church. You've definitely been a wonderful father figure, somebody that I have always admired since I was a kid. Virginia Union's own Reverend John King, the senior pastor of Trinity Missionary Baptist Church. Man, I absolutely love you. And
yeah, dog.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right. Hey,
come on, man.
Listen, call and represent for your dad or your father figure this morning. We wanted you to tell us about a father figure who stepped up, made a difference. Call us now, 866-9-RICKEY.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, man, shout out to you, Edward Lester, my stepdad. Shout out to you, Uncle Bra and Uncle Suge, Bandy Smiley, Eugene Smiley. Absolutely love y'all, man. It's Father's Day week, man, and today we're showing love to all the dads. Hit us up and tell us something that you learned from your dad or father figure that sticks with you still to this day. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Yes, my name is Beth. I'm from Chattanooga. I learned from my granddad. My granddad raised me. Hard work pays off. To take care of your family.
I'm calling from Toledo, Ohio. I had the greatest dad in the world, Reverend Charles E. Burton. He was totally blind, and my dad could drive. He played football, kickball with us. My dad was a minister. He taught us about God, saying our blessings, saying our prayers that night. He was just the best dad in the whole wide world.
It's Blake calling from Houston. I learned from my grandfather that a man is a provider. He worked, he took care of his family, all of his children's family. And to this day, he's my role model, even though he's not here with us no more.
Yes, my name is Xavier, calling from Greenville, South Carolina. I want to shout out my father, Pastor Dunnybird. A lot. Growing up, I saw him cry about different things, and we used to laugh about it growing up, but he taught me that it was okay to show your emotions as a man as long as you got back to work right after. So as a man with 3 kids myself, a lot of times we get bogged down by the things of the world. But as long as you can show your emotions, say that you're not okay, find somebody to talk to, it's done wonders for my mental health, and it's still helping me to this day. So shout out to him.
Wow.
Yeah, word right there.
Yeah, that was deep, man. Shout out to all the dads, all the little league coaches out there that's spending your own money coaching kids that don't have a dad and being a father figure to them. Anybody that's out there being a father figure, whether you're a history teacher, math teacher, anybody that a pastor, deacon, anybody that kids are in a position that kids look up to. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, to Coach Prime. Shout out to all the great dads out there, man. Y'all are great. And I'm so honored and so proud to celebrate, to be able to have a show to celebrate and highlight great fathers, man, because, man, fathers have made an unbelievable comeback. And men are getting access to their children now where they wasn't able to before. Men are just have an opportunity to be the best fathers that they could be. And it's so important, because being a father is my life. I don't care nothing about fortune, fame. I don't care nothing about being a comedian. That's what I do to buy the food or whatever. But my main focus, my number one focus, is just trying to be a dad. Just saying the prayers at night, washing face, brushing teeth, brushing hair, picking out outfits, yelling up the steps every 30 minutes, talking about some, hey, all of that stuff, man. Just being a great hands-on dad. That's the most important thing that any man can ever do. So we're just grateful for the opportunity to shout out to you, all the dads out there. Shout out to you. And I want to encourage all men that have to stand up and fight for your children. Go ahead, do what you got to do, and make sure that you have access to your kids. And regardless of how bad the relationship gets, I want to encourage all mothers. It is child abuse. It is child abuse to keep a child from a willing and able father that wants to participate in his child's life. Do the right thing. It ain't about you. It's all about the kid. God bless y'all, and may God keep y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. We had one of the most amazing experiences at Disney Dreamers Academy at Walt Disney World. And for the past month, we've been registering people to win the Dreamers Grand Prize Vacation for a family of 4 to Disney World.
Oh, my God, yes, we love the Dreamers. So check this out. We got 4 qualifying prizes of a $50 gift card, and one lucky grand prize winner wins a trip for a family of 4.
We are so excited. We love surprising people, and what better way than with the most magical place on earth? Okay, so the people in the back office have randomly selected the grand prize winners. So if you registered at RickySmileyMorningShow.com, make sure you have your phone in your hand right now.
Yeah, this big. What's up, Laquana? How you doing? The whole crew is here. How you doing this morning?
Yes, I am great. How about you guys? How are you guys doing this Thursday morning?
Yeah, we are doing good, blessed and highly favored. First of all, we want to say thanks for listening to the show. Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome. I listen to you guys every day faithfully.
And we know that you logged on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com for your chance to win our Dreamers Grand Prize trip for 4 to Walt Disney World.
Okay, so the grand prize winner gets 4 round-trip coach airfare tickets, ground transportation, hotel, 4 4-day theme park tickets with park hopper tickets as well.
Oh, man. So, look, Laquana, let me ask this. Who would you take if you did win?
I have 3 younger granddaughters, so I would take my 3 younger granddaughters.
That's good, because guess what, Laquana? Congratulations. You just won a $50 Disney gift card.
Woo!
Hey,
how do you feel?
I feel fantastic. I feel great. I feel blessed. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Yeah, you are so welcome, and I got something else to tell you. Congratulations. You are the grand prize winner of the Dreamers. That's what's called the Dreamers Walt Disney World Vacation for you and your 3 guests.
Yes!
Yeah.
Congratulations, Laquana. Okay, so who's your favorite Disney character?
Disney World, so they will love it. They will love it. They have never been there.
Oh, that's so so nice. Who's your favorite Disney character?
Of course, Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. Okay.
Hey, congratulations, LaQuanta, and let everybody know who hooked you up. Let everybody know who hooked you up with a grand prize vacation to Walt Disney World.
Rickey Smiley and the Morning Show.
Have a good time. Yes, sir. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Thursday, June 18th. Here's what's going on in the news. Well, here we go again. The Trump administration is taking aim at the reparations program in Evanston, Illinois. It provides payments and housing grants to black residents whose families were impacted by decades of housing discrimination. Now, critics argue that the program itself is discriminatory because the benefits are limited to black residents. However, supporters say the whole point is to address discrimination that was specifically aimed at black people in the first place. So the question is this: can a city provide race-specific remedies for race-specific damage, or does that create a new form of discrimination? So supporters say this isn't about something that happened 150 years ago. Black Americans can point not just to their parents or grandparents, but to their own lives. People who are still alive today were denied housing opportunities because they were black, and the economic effects of those decisions are still being felt. And while that debate heads to the courts, we're still waiting on some of the biggest court decisions of the year from the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, the court's already handed down some opinions today, but the rulings everybody is waiting for are still pending. Major decisions on birthright citizenship, transgender athletes, and presidential power have yet to be released. And speaking of presidents, 3 former presidents are expected to join Barack Obama today for the grand opening of the Obama Presidential Center in Chicago. Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Joe Biden will take part in the ceremony alongside former First Ladies Hillary Clinton, Laura Bush, and Joe Biden. Michelle Obama, of course, will be on hand for the event. The celebration is going to feature performances by Stevie Wonder, Jennifer Hudson, John Legend, Common, The Roots, Bruce Springsteen, Christina Aguilera, Mark Anthony, so many others. And it's going to be live streamed at Obama.org. Now, the Obama Presidential Center officially opens to the public tomorrow on Juneteenth. And it's not lost on us that this historic event brings together 4 of the nation's 5 living presidents except one. It's giving You Can't Sit With Us vibes, and I kind of like it. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Oh, yeah, what's going on, man? Boxing great Floyd Mayweather Jr. is in deep trouble, man, facing felony theft and intent to defraud charges after allegedly buying a $200,000 watch with a bad check. Come on, man. I know Floyd ain't bouncing checks right now, man. He's facing prison time if found guilty. We'll keep y'all posted on that. Shout out to LeBron James and the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers NBA championship team. They reunited for a European vacation of golf and just kind of hanging out with the pals to celebrate that 10-year anniversary of their iconic NBA title. But Kyrie Irving, who was a member of that team, was a no-show, and former NBA player and teammate J.R. Smith said that someone ghosted us. And, of course, everybody on the internet is saying they must be talking about Kyrie and why he didn't show up. But, hey, man, we all got personal things in our life. You never know what could happen, so you ain't got to just judge that fast. World Cup update, y'all. USA is 1-0 after beating Paraguay. The next matchup is going to be against Australia tomorrow. Argentina's Lionel Messi is one of the greatest soccer players of all time. He made history by tying the record for men's World Cup goals at 16 total after scoring a hat trick against Algeria, man. If y'all don't know what a hat trick is, that's when you score 3 goals in one game. You know what I'm saying? Pick that up, man. Follow me on social media at Rock T. Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, it's 29 after the hour time of the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get on off into it. Well, y'all, the BET Awards are getting ready to take Los Angeles, and the lineup of performers has officially been revealed. There will be performances from some of the biggest names in the industry, including Cardi B, Doechii, Don Toliver, Tim's, Kalani, Jill Scott, Common, Rick Ross, T.I., Queen Latifah, French Montana, and Max B, K1, and The War and Treaty. It's going to be crazy. Those performances are going to be amazing because BET has been bringing it. The BET Awards will air live on Sunday, June 28th, celebrating the best in black music, entertainment, and culture. Gary, you going to be on that carpet this year?
Oh, yes, baby. I'm going to be sparkling, honey, shining bright like a diamond.
Please don't wear no garbage. Please don't wear no garbage.
Well, Ricky, since you mentioned it, I was going to ask if I could borrow a couple of hundreds to buy me a nice little ensemble to represent the show.
Ain't going to be able to do it. Ain't going to be able to do it.
Not to represent the show. You get them, Gary.
Okay.
That's funny. All right, moving on, y'all. So I just want to let y'all know that I feel like it's so many songs that come out, and I think they really good songs, and I feel like personally I should be on them. So whether the people ask me or not, I'm going to take the opportunity to just get on them and grace them with my presence. I ain't even trying to be cocky or nothing. I just feel like I love the song and I want to know how it would sound with me on it. So I go in. Yesterday, Jermaine Dupri was here. He inspired me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I need to get something off my chest. So I picked 2 songs that I love. Me and my beautiful had did a video for Young Miami, Spin That. So I put a verse on that thing and it looks something like this.
Talk to me, talk to me.
Oh, my bad. This is Talk to Me.
Talk to me, talk to me. Just kill it and keep me screaming when I give it to you. Talk to me, talk to me. Life is already
Olivia
stressful,
Dean.
so don't complicate it. Talk to me, talk to me. Be my fix when I need. What you talking about now? You keep texting me to go to dinner, but I ain't got time.
Hey.
Just be there for me for whenever. Don't pencil me in. Don't ask for my schedule. Don't talk to me about nothing that's stressing you. I don't do negative, only do blessings. I am too busy to give any and if I just visit you, shut the up. I don't need friends, I got no feelings. Just put your foot on my neck and push in. No conversation is needed. Go on, eat and be greedy. But you can talk about what you're doing to me, but everything else just keep it, please. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, pretty much just saying. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. I love that Olivia Dean song. We play it all the time, and I just felt like, you know what? I love it so much, I want to put a rap on it. So I did the same thing with Young Miami, Spin That. Here's a little bit of that. You don't have that one? Oh, man.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? I'm going for dang show posted, and I'm going to let y'all hear because I need to know what y'all want me to jump on because I'm going to jump on it. And, Ricky, we should kind of add that to the show. Let people tell me what they want me to jump on. I could run in the booth over there somewhere, record it, and we play it. I think that'd be dope. It's a challenge for me. I can hop on anything.
Let's go.
Matter of fact, we should all do a Rickey Smiley morning show freestyle session in here. Everybody got to get on the mic for a few minutes. Look down, everybody.
I used to be in a rap group back in the 80s, so I'm cool. I'm cool with rapping.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, y'all, we're going to move on to some more hot spot stuff. Nakia Holmes, the co-founder of Turkey Leg Hut, is opening up about the emotional toll that came with the building, and she was building one of Houston's most famous talked about restaurants. She did, actually. But during a recent interview, she reflected on the years of public scrutiny that surrounded the restaurant, and here's what she had to say.
I prayed because at the end of the day, I just prayed. I prayed my way through it. My parents, my kids, my friends, you know, my really, really close friends, they were really, really essential of helping me navigate and get through all of the things that, you know, I've endured in these past couple of years. But at the end of the day, I know when I made some tough decisions that it was going to be a rocky road. So I was kind of prepared for it. I wasn't prepared for certain things that happened, but I was prepared for the work that needed to be put in.
Wow. Well, in case y'all don't remember, Turkey Leg Hut became a staple after opening in Houston, attracting celebrity visitors, viral attention, and long lines for the signature stuffed turkey legs. I had never had one. Had anybody had one?
It was the best. It was the best.
What was it stuffed with?
Anything.
How you stuff a turkey leg?
Well, they had stuffed turkey leg with macaroni and cheese. They had greens. They had candy, and they had all kind of different kind of stuff, pasta, shrimp. They would take that turkey leg, open it up, and stuff it with stuff. I mean, they had a long menu of all different kind of stuffed turkey legs, barbecue. It was amazing. The line was wrapped around the building. I don't care what time of day or night you went. I actually enjoyed it. Had the opportunity to eat there twice, and they were really, really nice to me when my daughter was shot or whatever. They sent food over, and so it was pretty awesome, man. I just hate that it's not there anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
They filed for bankruptcy and closed in 2024, and her ex-husband and former business partner, Lindell Lynn Price, pleaded guilty to federal conspiracy to commit arson charge tied to the 2020 firebombing of the Houston nightclub Bar 5015. Now, prosecutors allege that Price directed others to carry out the attack amid the business dispute, and now he faces up to 20 years in federal prison. However, Nakia says that the Turkey Leg Hut will come back, and she will be doing things her way. So hopefully it come back, because I would love to try it. I heard so many things about it.
Brat
then
is really good, especially the one with the greens and the macaroni and cheese and the cornbread.
Because that go with turkey legs anyway, but I've never heard of a stuffed one.
Absolutely.
That
Smoked turkey legs, broiled turkey legs. I'm talking about all. It was really good. I really enjoyed it because you couldn't get it nowhere else in the country.
Wow. Okay. Well, we got to check it out when she come back.
But you know what you really got to try them with?
Nope.
These nuts.
Nope. That's what I said. No.
I knew it.
I ain't get ready.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.